Yeah. Yes. Ooh. Oh. Oh, the vocals on this are stunning. But when you've got this love and this hope and you just wish that they would be the person that you want them to be, but they're just not being it. She bets on losing dogs. There you go. You only love me when we're all alone. Ooh. This is very interesting. It's making my brain cook, but I don't know what we're cooking yet. Ooh, it sounds so good though, too. It's so dark. Ooh. I am so ready and prepared for puberty 2. I know, I see your comments. You're not ready for puberty. I know you guys are just joking. I get it. But I'm ready, and I'll tell you why, because I just did a video beforehand. I felt really called to do the 2014 little article that she wrote, the 27 bad tips for an artist or something like that. I can't remember the exact title, something to that effect. And thank you so much. I think there were 2 of you that suggested that I do that just to get a little more insight into who she is as a person. And you weren't kidding. I took so much out of that. And also there were so many things in that that I needed to hear. By the way, that video should actually be up if you're watching this. So you can, stop, watch that, come back, or just watch this, go back, watch that one, because it was really transformative and I get kind of personal. So if you're into that, then it's a great one for that. But anyways, it just makes me really excited to do puberty 2. I know that's the one that you guys are really excited for me to do. I think it's like a fan favorite, I believe. And so I'm just really excited to get caught up on that. I'm loving every album as they come out, is just absolutely better than my expectations. And so I'm just so excited. By the way, hello, welcome to Passion Dump of an Autist. My name is Val. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome on in. If you're not new and you're coming back, thank you so much for coming back. I really appreciate you. If you love Mitski, especially, Mitski is my #1 priority right now, so we're putting out videos weekly. So if you're really into Mitski, then make sure to like and subscribe, comment down below. All of that really helps the channel. I also have a Patreon where I put up my uncut reactions. So if you're really excited by my content right now, that is a great way to get it right away. Because I'm very consistent on Patreon, more so than YouTube. I really struggle with the editing, but I get to put up my yapping for hours on Patreon, and some people love it. So if that's you, go check that out. The link is in the description. It also really helps me out on my channel and my journey, and I appreciate the support, so thank you. Should we just go right into it? Usually I talk and tell you how nervous I am, because I am, but also I feel very primed because of that article I just read. So I really want to just get into it. So we've got 11 songs, 31 minutes. So we've got another shorter album. But here's what I love about Mitski is that the 31 minutes end up being over an hour reaction usually, because there's just so much. It's I don't mind the shortness of it because there's so much meat and depth in it. Puberty 2. What does Puberty 2 mean? I don't know. I mean, we'll find out and we'll talk about it, I guess, as the album goes. But what is my guess? I mean, it kind of feels like perhaps a transformative experience. Because what is puberty? It's this, it's this, what is that called? A stage in life, or a coming of age when you're growing from a child to, it's that in between stage where you're child to adult, but you're not an adult, but it's the in between, that transition. So to me, if I had to guess, maybe this is about this second where it feels like this similar to how when she went through puberty, maybe she's feeling like she's going through this transition stage in her life. We know, what do I know? Okay, well, we know that the last album was kind of her shot to somewhat of like success and fame. So maybe this is her transitioning through that and feeling like, because when you go through puberty, it's so awkward too, because it's like, you don't know what's going on. Things are changing, voices are changing, especially if you're a boy to a man, like, you know what I mean? It just, and like women, we're dealing with messy stuff, right? So yeah, I don't know. That's my thoughts on that. I have no idea if I'm in the realm, but that's what my brain goes to when I think about puberty too. So happy. Now, is this actually happy? I bet you it isn't. I bet you it isn't. Okay, here we go. Happy.
Happy came to visit me. He bought cookies on the way.
Okay.
I poured him tea.
Okay, so instantly this makes me incredibly uncomfortable. It feels like this tapping, like this, like you have like construction going on, and it's like annoying, and you can't do it. So this is my take so far. We haven't done anything, but I'm wondering if it's that idea of when you have been depressed and had really shitty things happen in your life, it's actually really difficult to hold happiness in your body. It actually feels really uncomfortable when you finally get the thing that you've been trying to get, or you're feeling this ease that you're not used to. It actually is very uncomfortable because you're actually more comfortable in the struggle. So I'm wondering if that's what we're talking about, because that's sonically what it sounds like to me off the bat. But I'm gonna stop talking because I could be going on about absolutely fucking nothing, because we're 14 seconds in, and how could I know what's going on? So, but it just feels like this, like, but the song is called Happy? I don't know. Let's see. Shut up, Val, and just listen. Okay. Okay, thank you. Ugh. Right though? It's uncomfortable though.
He came to visit me. He bought cookies on the way. I poured him tea and he told me it'll all be okay. Well, I told him I'd do anything to have him stay with me. So he laid me down and I felt happy come inside of me. He laid me down and I felt happy.
Right, but you're feeling that uneasiness. But even in this line, like, I poured him tea and he told me it'll all be okay. Like, she needed to be reminded. When happiness came in, she needed to be reminded that it'll all be okay. So far it kind of feels like what I was talking about. But again, we'll see. I don't know how far we're getting here. But right? And it's so uncomfortable. I love that. He laid me down and I felt happy come inside of me. It's like you want it, but it also feels so weird. What is this? What is this feeling? What is happiness? I don't understand. I wanted it so bad, but I don't get it. I've never felt it. I'm uncomfortable. I don't know. That's what I'm getting so far. Let's keep going.
Oh, if you're going, take the train so I can hear it rumble. One last rumble. And when you go, take this heart. I'll make no more use of it when there's no more you.
Ooh. And also, like, how fleeting it can be, maybe? Like, when you finally get this happiness, or maybe get the whoever, like, I don't know if this is like a bigger concept, or if we're like actually just talking about a person that represents happiness, but you know it's like fleeting maybe, or because you've been trained, you've been programmed just because of life experience or whatever, or seeing the people around you, that maybe it's not gonna last. So it's like, yeah, I don't know. And when you go take this heart, yeah, okay, let's keep going. This is really interesting. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So I'm really interpreting things, whether this is right or not, in my head. I'm interpreting things, it's very metaphorical to me, for me. It might be, like I said, it might be a very specific person that she's thinking about, and that's fine. But for me, I'm interpreting it very wide and very metaphorical, which is interesting because usually you've seen me, usually I'm like very focused on like a one specific thing, and I have a harder time seeing a big picture or a big metaphor. But this one just, yeah, it just feels like this big metaphor for just happiness in general, and being able to hold it, and struggling. And you know, when things come in, your dreams and desires, when they come in and maybe they don't look exactly what you thought they were going to be, and so that feels like the, like, you know, maybe some of the baggage that comes, you know what I mean? Like, if you think of, like, you know, what is your biggest dream, but it's like, when you get that dream, you might not have the problems that you had before, but maybe like it creates other problems that you couldn't even imagine. So like, maybe you're not worrying and thinking about money anymore, but maybe like you have to think about this other thing that you didn't have to worry about when you were just worrying about like money. Like, these are just examples I'm using. And so I'm wondering if that's what the like cookie wrappers and the empty cups of tea make me think of. Although that could be so many different things. So I want to hear all the interpretations of that, because that is a beautiful fucking line. And turned around. I locked the door behind him, and I turned around to see all the cookie wrappers and the empty cups of tea. Yeah, it just feels like all the like remnants and the things that you didn't necessarily know or understand would come with the cookie wrapper, like with the cookies. You were just thinking about the cookies. The cookies were fun to eat. The tea was soothing and beautiful, but now you get to fucking clean up the wrappers and the empty cups. Right? I don't know. Again, I'm thinking very big and very metaphorical here. It could literally be it could be more literal. I have no idea. But this is how it's speaking to my soul, so we're going with it. This is what we're going with. Okay. And I love that. If you're going, again, there's this feeling of like, I know it's going to leave me. I just know. Whether we're talking about a real person or we're talking big metaphorical here, it's not going to last. Because I've seen it. I've seen it in my life. It's not going to last. Like, that just idea of not believing that this thing that she wanted so badly could possibly stay. There's no fucking way. The truth is, there is a way, but you have to believe. You have to believe and be fucking delusional. We're working on it. Okay. Let's keep going. and it goes back down to that like that like anxiety. Like it's messy, right? Life is messy. Even the shit when like you think everything is going the way that you've always wanted it to go, it still ends up being messy somehow because that is being human. I don't know. It totally works too if you're just thinking about it as like a relationship or like, you know, finally getting that relationship or something that you've prayed for. And again, it's never exactly what you thought. Like just things come up and it just again it feels really uncomfortable, especially even like if you are, like I said, for me it really felt metaphorical, but again you could also interpret it more like, you know, as a relationship because it works as well, which is beautiful. Because you can think of like how, you know, someone that prays and you know has been wishing and wanting to be loved for so long, and finally they get the love from someone and it just feels so uncomfortable because you're not used to it, and you run away almost, or you sabotage it somehow because you don't know how to hold it in your body, that energy, because you're so used to not having it. And so it just, I feel like it just kind of works any way you want to see it or interpret it. When you go, take this heart. I'll make no more use of it when there's no more of you. Wow. Yeah, it just made me think of that with the like pounding. I believe that she's incredibly intentional. I don't think she just does things sonically for the hell of it. I really think that the sonic landscape always kind of matches what she's trying to get across in the words. So that's what it feels like to me. Really fucking interesting. Really cool. Okay. Dan the Dancer. Interesting. This is not one I've heard people talk about. Okay. Beautiful poetry here. He had very long limbs from leaning day to day, hanging onto a cliff that stretched him every day. So it's this person just like feels like they're this person that she's singing about, Dan, I guess his name is like living kind of on the edge, and it's stretching him. It's so interesting. That's a beautiful metaphor. And when she'd ask to hold hands, he would smile and let one of his hands go. That's a crazy risk, right? And maybe that is what it feels like to bring someone into your chaotic world by being with them, you know, by falling in love with someone. Maybe that is what it feels like, right? It's like you got to take one of your hands off in order to, oh, that's beautiful. Let one of his hands go, his whole life in one hand. His whole life. Yeah, because it's fucking scary, right? It is scary. And it does. It feels like, oh shit, now I've got to like put my whole life in just this one hand because I'm trying to be there for this person. Wow. Oh shit. So now I'm getting, it's like you're putting your own needs and your own safety at risk for someone else, and we do it all the time. I mean, I talk about being a people pleaser and kind of healing that wound all the time because I am actively healing it, but it still comes out all the time. But it makes me think of that. It's like when you abandon yourself in order to be loved or in order to feel chosen by someone in a relationship, and it just drains you of everything, which is why it's so important to just be authentic. And if you are just authentic, truly, and being yourself, yeah, you won't get chosen by everybody. You won't. But you will be chosen by the person that truly loves you for you because you're being you. And that will attract the people that will appreciate you. But God, it's hard. I fucking still struggle with this. Oh, that's beautiful. This poetry is beautiful. I love it. And it sounds fucking great too! Yes! Oh, wow. He had never danced outside of his room when no one was home, and he would stop to hear the door. So when he moved with you and felt his body let go, of course you couldn't know. It was you and you alone that he had shown his bedroom dancer to. Yeah, it does kind of still feel like just the negotiation you do with how much you allow yourself to go outside of your comfort zone in a relationship. Because it sounds like, this person that Dan has like shown his dancing to, or, I guess what I'm taking out of that is just like to show his true self and to be his true self and like actually fully letting someone into that. It was a big deal, which maybe this person that she's talking to about Dan maybe didn't see what a big deal it was. Because it's always your perspective, right? Something that maybe felt really vulnerable to him, maybe this other person, maybe they're vulnerable all the time, so they maybe don't see how vulnerable that actually was. This is really interesting. A really cool metaphor for just vulnerability and openness in a relationship, I think. I mean, that's what I'm getting anyway from it. But I'd love to know your guys' interpretations as well, because it's pretty interesting poetry. I love it. I mean, that's how it relates to me, but I'd love to hear more because it could be lots of different things. It's very interesting. Track number 3, Once More to See You. Oh, this sounds so good. Ooh. beautiful. I love this sonically. First of all, it's like bringing me into a trance, and I love that. Right up my alley. Beautiful. I love this. In the rear view mirror, I saw the setting sun on your neck, and I felt the taste of you bubble up inside me. I love those words. It just makes me think of like sense memory when you're really missing someone or really feeling like, obviously there's like this deep longing here for this person and like wanting to be with them again, but something is keeping them apart. They have to keep it secret. There's reputations. Interesting. I saw the setting sun on your neck and I felt the taste of you, like that sense memory of just, yeah, really being able to remember through the different senses. It's really beautiful to write like that. I love it. Because when you are remembering something that really had an impact, often you can remember like, or if you smell like a perfume or something and it reminds you of someone, or I don't know, a smell, a taste, all of the senses, right? It's a song, and it just brings you back to that memory. I just love that idea because I love the idea of sense memory because it's so powerful. And so it just made me think of that. If you would let me give you pinky promise kisses. Pinky promise kisses. So this is like a kind of secret relationship for some reason that's maybe not as committed as she would like, because she wants, if you would let me give you pinky promise kisses, like I want to give this to you. I want to give you this promise and this maybe commitment. Then I wouldn't have to scream your name atop of every roof in the city of my heart. There's something really passionate bubbling out, but it's all internal. She has to keep it internal, and that sucks when you want to express it, when you feel like you have to keep something quiet or internal and not express what you're feeling. I don't know, that's what I'm getting. I love how it sounds. I like that dee. That guitar in the background, so good. Ooh. I like the background vocals here. Oh, beautiful. If I could see you once more to see you. There's like a forbiddenness. Yeah, there's a forbiddenness, and if I could see you once more to see you. Like I just need that one more time just so I could really burn it in my brain. Maybe. I don't know. That's what I'm getting from that. The writing on this album, I mean, I'm not surprised. I'm obsessed with her writing and her poetry. It's really beautiful. Okay. Fireworks. Ooh. Ooh. That sounds so good. I like this.
One morning this sadness will fossilize, and I will forget how to cry.
Ooh.
I'll keep going to work and
So it feels like we're in that point of grief, grieving a relationship, grieving love. It feels like when you're literally questioning like how to move through it. It's a really weird place to be in just like a new wound, and you have to like keep doing the things you're supposed to do. You have to keep showing up for work because that's life. You know, you have to keep doing, so you keep doing your routines, you keep going out jogging, you keep doing the things that you need to do. And it feels like in the time you're like I just can't even see how this will get better. But like everyone in your life that cares about you, they just give it time, it'll get better. But like in that moment it feels like, how the fuck can this get better? But you just keep going. And oh, this is like giving me, oh, I'm feeling pain in my stomach from this already. We haven't even gotten, well, I guess we're halfway. And he won't see a change, save perhaps a slight gray in my eye. Like, you know that this has just fundamentally changed you. You act like everything is okay, but you will see this slight gray. When I find that a knife sticking out of my side, I'll pull it out without questioning why. Yeah, because a lot of times, especially, capitalism, and like I said, you gotta keep going, you gotta keep going to work, and you can't be crying at work, so it's like you then bypass sometimes these emotions. You just pull them out without questioning why. Like, you're uh, sometimes you don't even let yourself grieve properly because you have to move on. You just have to, but that ends up like suppressing things, which is interesting. Anyway, let's keep going. Whew, this is interesting. This is like I said, there's a pit in my stomach because I feel it. Ooh, okay.
I'll pull it out without questioning why. And then one warm summer night, I'll hear fireworks outside, and I'll listen to the memories as they cry.
Again, with the sense memory. These things that make you think of.
I will be married to silence. The gentleman won't say a word, but oh, in the quiet he holds runs a river that I'll never find home. And then one warm summer night, I'll hear fireworks outside, and I'll listen to the memories as they cry. Oh, one warm summer night, I'll hear fireworks outside, and I'll listen to the memories as they
Oh. Ooh. That one I could see vividly. Yeah, especially at the end there, I could just see those fireworks. I'll be married to silence. The gentleman won't say a word, but in the quiet he holds runs a river that'll never find home. That's so interesting. I'll keep going to work and he won't see a change. Oh, oh. I think she's still with this person. I think this feels like being with someone and almost like grieving them, grieving the relationship while you're still with them because they've become maybe so emotionally distant. I don't know, that's what I'm getting now, because at first, like, this first part felt like it could be like grieving a relationship, but then, and then this kind of made me think of I'll be married to silence. It feels like being with someone that is so emotionally distant, because that happens sometimes. You know, you have the like honeymoon period where, you know, maybe you saw a different side of this person, like a happy go lucky whatever. And maybe this is what we're talking about with the fireworks. Maybe she's remembering this moment of happiness that they had, but now she's with this person that just doesn't even want to open up or like talk about anything. I don't know, that's what I'm getting. But yeah, it's quite interesting that I started talking about sense memory, because this is kind of that as well, where it just feels like remembering a time based on this memory. So every time she hears the fireworks, she remembers. It takes her back to this time that it's not like now. Yeah, it just makes me think of that, because it's like he won't see a change. Like he's just not even seeing that something is different, that it feels like there's sadness within a relationship, which happens all the time when you feel not seen. I've been in relationships where I'm like with someone technically, but you just don't feel loved and supported. It's like I felt more alone in the relationship than now being by myself, literally alone. But I've got friends and support, and I don't know, it just feels less alone to be alone sometimes if you're in a kind of more neglectful or emotionally distant type relationship. That's very interesting. And I love the sound of that. The whole sound of that, the whole soundscape was just beautiful. It was really bringing me to that place. Okay. Your best American girl. Beautiful.
If I could, I'd be your little spoon and kiss your fingers forevermore. But big spoon, you have so much to do, and I have nothing ahead of me.
Oh. Oh. I love this guitar. It's beautiful.
You've never seen the night, but you hear its song from the morning birds. Well, I'm not the
Okay, so far I'm feeling this sense of not being enough for this person. I could be your little spoon, but you have so much to do and I have nothing ahead of me. So there's this feeling of not being enough, not being good enough. Oh, that's really sad. And there is this like putting this person up on this pedestal. You're the sun. You've never seen the night. And that makes me feel like she's comparing herself. This person is the sun and she's the night. It's like I'm not, I don't know, that's what I'm feeling so far. We're only a minute in. But you hear its song from the morning birds. Well, I'm not the moon, and I'm not even a star. I'm just, if she's not the moon and she's not the star. Yeah, she feels really insignificant. It feels like she's comparing this person to the sun, but she can't even be the opposite. She can't even be the moon, and not even a star. I'm just darkness. What could I bring to you? That's how I'm feeling so far about this. But let's see how we go.
I'm not even a star, but awake at night. I'll be singing to the birds. Don't wait for me. I can't go.
Sorry. Not sorry. Okay. So I feel like right now we're maybe dealing with her feelings of all American makes me think of, maybe her feelings of, being a person of color, uh, global majority, and feeling like she maybe feeling like, again, this is like, it's clearly not my experience as a white person. So I am obviously just coming at it, putting myself in shoes that I don't walk in. So let me be clear on that. But that's what I'm getting. Feeling like you have to fit in this box. And this line was really interesting. Your mother wouldn't approve of how my mother raised me, but I do. I think I do. Like, I can't imagine the push and pull, the feeling of, yeah, sorry, it's making me really reflect here. Like, knowing that this person's mother wouldn't approve, but being like, but I do. Like, it's not even like I can go in there and, say it's wrong or like agree with it, because I don't agree with your mother not approving of this. She doesn't understand. She hasn't, yeah, sorry, I don't know. Again, it's I feel it. I feel the emotions here, but again, it's not something that I obviously directly relate to, but yeah, sorry, I'm quite speechless. I don't know what to say. Your best American girl. Yeah, like what I was feeling at the beginning of just not feeling good enough. That fucking sucks. But like feeling this connection with this person, but just not knowing how to fit in that box to be the person that their family would approve of. And I feel like, just based on what I know about her, she doesn't want to necessarily fit in that box. She wants to be her own person. She's strong in that way, is what I get so far from what I know about her. And so it's like she probably could try to fit in that box if she wanted to, but I don't think she wants to. But then also just realizing that, she has feelings for this person, but it's like these outside forces almost that are I don't know. There's a lot. Fuck, that's a lot. I've got like this, yeah, pit in my stomach here.
You're the one, you're all I ever wanted. I think I'll regret this.
I finally do. Oh, wow. That was a lot. You're the one. You're all I ever wanted. I think I'll regret this. See, I'm having a hard time figuring out if she ended up trying, like actually like going through with it, or if this just ended up being the downfall, like being the end because of all these feelings. I can't decide how the story ends. I think it's really interesting how we started with how my mother raised me, but I think I do. And then we got to of how my mother raised me, but I finally do. So there's been a journey of that. Maybe there was some resentment at one point of her mother and the way she raised her, but she's like accepted it, come to terms, and now she sees what her mother's maybe done for her, and she actually has found acceptance and appreciation of that. And so it must be so interesting to go through all that. And by interesting, painful, awful. That's what I mean by that. To then now have to be faced it, knowing that, to now have to face it even more, to know that the mother won't approve. And now you've got to, kind of, again, make a choice. Like, are you going to kind of stand up for that and what you believe in? Or are you going to contort yourself to fit into this? Because you're the one, you're all I ever wanted. So I don't know what the regret is. If the regret is contorting herself because now she's found herself in this relationship and she's found herself compromising her values in order to be in this relationship, or if she had to end this thing, this person that feels like the one, all she's ever wanted, and she's had to end it because of all these outside forces that would force her to contort herself to be someone that she's not. I don't know. I don't know what the ending is. I mean, here you can say obviously she did do it for a while. She feels like she's compromised herself. I guess I couldn't help trying to be the best American girl. But that doesn't necessarily mean that's how it ultimately ended. And then at the end, though, it goes back to, but I think I do. Yeah, it just feels like there's not an ending yet, almost, which I really like about it, because it really gets you thinking. I'm just thinking because usually when I have emotion in songs, it's because it like really heavily relates, like I relate to it. That's usually where my emotion comes from. And I'm wondering, because obviously that got me emotional, but in many ways, obviously, as I said, I don't relate to it. But I mean, I guess it's also universal to, not universal, but it could be if you're someone. Maybe, I guess, maybe what I'm feeling is feeling different. And please, I'm not comparing my situation or saying that, so please don't take it that way. I'm wondering what my way in was, what I was able to relate to, because obviously a lot of it I can't relate to as a white woman. But I'm wondering if it was that feeling of being different, being not good enough, because in a general sense, as growing up as a neurodivergent woman, in that sense, I have felt some of these things, but again, different. Not trying to say that they're the same, because they're not. But I'm wondering if that's what I was feeling, because usually that's just the way my empathy and my emotion works, which is very common, by the way. I think I've learned a lot of autistic people have a different type of empathy. Not always, but that's kind of, yeah, the way I'm able to relate is to like relate back to feelings and situations that I've had in my life. And so yeah, I guess I was just questioning for myself, just for my own emotional awareness, kind of what was triggering that for me. And I think that's maybe it, especially like from the beginning, this feeling of not being good enough, or feeling like putting this person up on a pedestal and not knowing what you can bring into their life. I think a lot of people could relate to that. But yeah, certainly when we get into here, oh, that's a lot. That was heavy. Wow. Okay. Beautiful song. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's go on to I bet on losing dogs.
My baby, you're my baby, say it to
This is beautiful.
baby, my baby. Tell your baby that I'm your baby. I bet on losing dogs. I know they're losing and I pay for my place.
Oh.
By the ring where I'll be looking in their eyes when they're down. I'll be there on their side. I'm losing by their side.
So interesting. My baby, you're my baby. Say it to me. This one says, just tell your baby that I'm your baby. So maybe she's like not even this person's like priority. Like maybe she's like this person that she's betting on doesn't even have her as a priority. Maybe. I don't know. That's very interesting. That's what I'm getting from that. I bet on losing dogs. So she's realizing that she's betting on these people that, or men maybe, that are like, you know, kind of the underdogs or like losers, really. And I don't mean that in a horrible way, but just like maybe that is the realization. Yeah, it just makes me think of, I think I've talked about this too, of like being able to see people's potential and like falling for potential, but not actually what the actions, what the real reality actions are doing. So maybe this is kind of a realization of, you know, falling in love with the potential of people. Like I can see this person's heart and I know they can be this, but like they're just not doing it. Maybe that's what it makes me think of. I know they're losing and I'll pay for my place by the ring, where I'll be looking in their eyes when they're down. I'll be there on their side. I'm losing by their side. Like putting yourself and sabotaging yourself again for the potential of someone, but knowing that they're losing. Okay, let's keep going. Ooh, that sounds cool. I don't know if this I'm confused now because it feels like, okay, like we're talking about losing dogs. I don't know if I'm getting that metaphor. What are the losing dogs? Because I was thinking it was like a person, like men, like relationships is what I originally thought. But now it feels like they're two different characters. This baby, this person that she's talking about, she's talking to them. I bet on losing dogs. I want to feel it. Will you let me, baby, lose on losing dogs? Because obviously that line was what it's like. She's not calling this person the losing dog. So what is the losing dogs then? Is it like this is more like maybe career focused? Like I'm doing something that is risky and not for sure and not. Yeah, I think that's what I'm getting now. I don't know if that's what it is, but it's like reconciling being with someone and you know that you're doing something. I feel like it might be career focused. Like I know that I'm this artist and my life, my job, it's not stable. I'm betting on these losing dogs, but I can't help it. I want to feel it. This is what I want to do. I always want you when I'm finally fine. How you'd be over me, looking in my eyes when I come. Someone to watch me die. I don't know if I'm completely getting it, honestly. I think I might be onto something, but I'm really curious. Because I know this is a really popular one, so I don't want to fuck this one up. Okay, so it sounds like I actually was on the right track when I was first talking about it. Mitski getting into relationships that she knows are doomed or with people who are too damaged to love her. She knows that it will inevitably end badly, but she consciously gets into a relationship regardless. That's kind of what I was going for at the beginning. And then it felt like it confused me because it felt like these two characters. Because at the beginning, it felt like she was talking about like the baby. It felt like she was almost calling, like, it was commentary on that, her finding herself in this relationship again, this type of relationship again. So that's kind of where I was going with it at the beginning. But then when it felt like near the end there, it felt like they were almost two characters. Like she was talking to this person about what she does. Okay, it says she's asking them to let her keep believing in the illusion that they're going to work out or that they're going to love her back one day. Interesting. Okay, so I was on the right track. Okay. I was on the right track, but it was like confusing me a bit. And so I did want someone else's perspective there just for a little bit of clarity. That's really interesting. Really interesting sonically as well, too. Cool. Okay. I can't wait to listen to that one again, to be honest. I almost want to listen to it again right now, but I won't. It's okay. I'll do that on my own time. My body's made of crushed little stars. Ooh.
Doing anything. My body's made of crushed little stars, and I'm not doing anything. I wanna see the whole world. I wanna see the whole world. I don't know how I'm gonna pay rent. I wanna see the whole world. Would you kill me, Jerusalem? Kill me, Jerusalem. Kill me. Come find me.
Ooh.
I better ace that interview. I should tell them that I'm not afraid to die. I better ace that interview.
Oh, wow. Okay, so that one felt like a lot of just like raw ruminating thoughts. I have no idea what the "Would you kill me, Jerusalem" means. I'm not getting that reference. I actually have no idea. But a lot of these other things, it just feels like these like ruminating thoughts. I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Wow. So much anxiety. What the fuck does "Kill Me, Jerusalem" mean? I have no idea. Punk rage. I love it. Okay. I was wondering if it had something to do with Jesus, but I was like not connecting with Jerusalem. That is the first thing I thought of. Okay, so yeah, we're getting kind of dramatic. Youthful nihilism and adolescent histrionics. As the artist imagines herself as Christ crucified, escaping her mundane concerns through epic martyrdom. Yeah, okay, that makes a lot more sense to me. I was just not getting the reference. But that makes a lot more sense. I mean, it says it's mundane concerns, but I don't think those are necessarily mundane concerns. But yeah, I guess more mundane than being killed by Jerusalem. Yeah, okay, I get it. Okay. Super interesting. That was very interesting. Okay. Thursday girl. It feels like another I'm not gonna say. Let's just see what it is. Say hi to Pearl. Say hi to Burley. That's what happens. Eh? That's what happens when you just bark and bark and bark and bark. Ooh. You're a cutie. Thursday girl. We'll try again.
Glory, glory, glory to the night that shows me what I am.
Oh.
As I go to the party on my knees, saying, take it all, please, and tell me no, tell me no, tell me no, tell me no. Somebody please tell me no, tell me no, tell me no, tell me no.
Oh, the vocals on this are stunning. I fear this one. This is her realizing, God, please tell me no. Like she's not liking what she's doing, but she doesn't necessarily know how to stop on her own. She needs someone to tell her no. Glory to the night that shows me what I am. As I go to the party on my knees, saying, take it. Oh, it feels like she's recognizing maybe that she's acting in a self-destructive way for validation, for whatever. So there's this higher self being like, fuck, can someone just say no, don't do it, even though I'm putting myself out there, putting myself in this danger and this almost like desperate kind of way. I know I'm doing that, but I don't know how to stop. So I need someone else to just say no. Just don't take advantage of the girl looking for validation. Just don't do it. Just say no. Tell me no. Because I'm just going to keep doing it. I don't know how to stop. I think. Oh, this gives me a lump in my throat. Oh, wow. Oh, this might break me. I don't know. Let's see. Let's keep going. It's really dark.
Glory, glory, glory to the night. It shows
it's like those people that are like asking for help, right? They're crying out, asking for help. But no one sees it that way. Crying out, asking for, clearly there's something wrong, but people just keep taking. That line too. I'm not happy or sad, just up or down, and always bad. Always bad to feel like that. Fuck. And it's like this person, like I said, there's like this knowing, this want for help and support, but not knowing how to stop being in this situation, but wishing that someone would just see and say no instead of taking advantage, instead of doing the shitty thing. And then it just piles on. It just makes you feel worse and worse and worse about yourself. And you get to the point where it shows me what I am. Always bad. Oh, there's such a cry for help here. Ugh. Yeah, I feel like this is relatable, I think, for a lot of women that have been caught up, trying to be something in the patriarchy. Fuck. Thursday girl, yeah. Just Thursday girl. Not even Fridays girl. Just Thursday girl. There's a feeling, again, there's a lot of feeling on this, of feeling worthless, not enough. Oh. Wow. Okay. That one was a lot. That one I need to process. Okay. A loving feeling.
What do you do with a loving feeling? If the loving feeling makes you all alone. What do you do with a loving feeling if they only love you and you're all alone?
Oh, interesting.
Holding hands under a table, meeting up in your bedroom, making love to other people, telling each other it's all good. Kisses like pink cotton candy, talking to everyone but me. I'm staying all day.
Oh man. What was the song that relates to this feeling? I feel like we were just already talking about this. It's reminding me of something we just listened to, and I can't think of it. Keeping it secret. It feels like, what was that one? I don't know. All the songs kind of go into each other for me right now. It kind of feels like it's related to this a bit. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. It's just giving me the same, holding hands under a table, meeting up in your bedroom. It's like you're not actually with this person. You're having these moments with them that feels like a loving feeling, but you're actually just alone. You're not actually with them. You don't actually have that like full support and full commitment. Making love to other people, it's like, and telling each other it's all good. Wow. It gives like almost like the friends with benefits idea again, or maybe it's like a cheating thing, or it's like a casual thing that's not like committed, but there's obviously some passion and lust there, but even, she's calling it a loving feeling, so there is definitely some like deeper feelings as well as the like lust and passion, but it hasn't gotten to like a committed place where like it's two people committing to each other, but you're pretending that everything is okay. Wow, that's a really hard place to be in. That's really sad. Is it's like I have this loving feeling, but I'm also just so alone in this.
Just in case you come up and ask to leave with me.
Yeah, and then like putting everything on hold just in case this person wants to. I'm staying on later just in case you come up and ask to leave with me. You have this like hope that this person is going to finally show up for you the way you want them to, but you've found yourself in this situation that, oh God, it makes me think of when I was talking about Eric. I've only ever had the one kind of friends with benefits situation, but it's awful when you start really having feelings for that person, because you like, yeah, you start giving up your own, you start giving up your own needs and abandoning yourself because you want to take these breadcrumbs that this person is giving you, but like it's painful to do that. It's always painful to, it's always more painful, in my opinion and experience, to abandon yourself for someone else. You always have to choose you. Always choose yourself before anyone else. Fuck, but when you've got this love and this hope and you just wish that they would be the person that you want them to be, but they're just not being. She bets on losing dogs. There you go. Here we go. That's it. God.
What do you do with the love and feeling if the love and feeling makes you all alone? What do you do with the love and feeling if they only love you when you're all alone? What do you do with the love and feeling if the love and feeling makes you all alone? What do you do with the love and feeling if they only love you when you're all alone? You only love me when we're all alone.
You only love me when we're all alone. Yeah, I think it has. Ooh, that. Oh shit! Someone told me that everything flows into another, and I just completely fucked that up. This whole reaction. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. I listen about that, guys. This is a first reaction, and yes, there are certain things like that that I'm going to experience off camera because I'm going to listen to this again, and I will be able to appreciate that. So, sorry. But I'm doing a reaction, so I'm going to stop and I'm going to talk about what I just listened to. And yeah, it's gonna fuck up the transitions. What do you want me to do? Just sit here and listen to the whole thing and not say anything? If you want that, I don't get it, first of all, but that's not what I do on my channel. So go find someone else to just sit there. That's how I feel about it. But yes, it did remind me though that I do actually need to go back and kind of listen to it and appreciate all the little transitions into each one, because this one was really cool. I noticed this one, but it just reminded me. Oh my God. Wow. Yeah, that one, a loving feeling. What was the one? Once more to see you? Was that the one I'm talking about? Yeah, this is the one. This is the one. This one feels like it's linked. At least the feelings are linked. We keep it secret. It just gives me that same idea. Anyways, that one was very interesting. Okay, now we're on to Crack Baby, which I've heard lots of people talk about. Shout out Esta! The lovely Esta is excited about this one. She loves this one. So I feel very pressured to enjoy it, but I mean that with love. I'm sure I will. But yes, I'm excited. I'm excited. Crack baby. Okay. Here we go. Here it is. We're at the moment. The big moment. Okay. Ooh. Ooh.
Down empty streets, sniffing gloomy, and you blank open eyes, watch the moon flower bloom. It's been a long, hard 20 years summer vacation.
Ooh.
Oh, these 20 years trying to fill the void. Crack, baby, you don't know what you want, but you know that you had it once, and you know that you want it back.
Oh.
Crack, baby, you don't know what you want, but you know that you need it, and you know that you need it bad. With wild horses running through your hollow bones, wild horses running through your hollow bones.
This is very interesting. I have no fucking clue what we're goddamn talking about. It's been a lot. How old is she in this? It's been a long, hard 20 years summer vacation. Both these 20 years trying to fill the void. You don't know what you want. Who is she talking about? Herself? Or this person that she's sniffing glue with? Like, who's the crack baby? You don't know what you want, but you know what you had it once. And you know that you want it back. What are we addicted to? What is the metaphor? You don't know what you want, but you know that you're needing it, and you know that you need it bad. Crack baby. What is a crack baby? What is a crack? I don't even know what a crack baby is. What is a crack baby? Is that a baby born? What is a crack baby? Is it like these crackheads have a baby and then it obviously would affect the baby? So we're talking about like deep-rooted trauma that's not necessarily... Fuck. This is making me think. What is a crack baby? It's not something I think about. Yes, a child born to a mother who used crack cocaine during pregnancy. Okay, so... Okay. You don't know what you want, but you know you're needing it. Okay, so there's something like put on through like, you know, like generational trauma, being like feeling like you're just the way this is just the way I am because of my circumstances. I'm a crack baby. Like, what do you want? But again, I don't know who we're talking to. If she's talking to herself, she's talking about this person, this other person. With wild horses running through your hollow bones. Wild horses. Interesting. Wild horses running through your hollow bones. So, you know, having these big dreams, these big wild dreams and fantasies, but not having the space to hold it or to... I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what we're doing. Okay. This is very interesting. It's making my brain cook, but I don't know what we're cooking yet. Okay. Ooh, it sounds so good though, too. It's so dark. I don't even know what to say because I actually have no fucking clue what we're talking about. Like, if it's a metaphor, I don't know what we're talking about. It's so interesting and I love it sonically, but I really don't know. It's not, it's going over my head. Something is going over my head. Went to your room thinking maybe you'll feel something, but all I saw was your burning body waiting. All these 20 years on a vacation. Like, is it just like we're still talking about these losing dogs? Just watching the person you love just sabotage themselves and just, like, I don't know. You know that you had it once. You know that you want it back. Like, I get it. I get what we're saying here. But what are we, like, really talking about? What is the subtext? I don't, what is it a metaphor for? It's not hitting me on the head. Usually I have a take, but I literally have no idea. I mean, it could be anything. It does feel like this sense of, like, feeling like whether it's herself or this other person that she's talking about, this sense of being, like, trapped in your situation, right? Because a crack baby is like, it's not their fault that they have this addiction that was forced on them, right? Through their mother. You don't know what you want, but you know that you need it, and you know that you need it bad. Wild horses running through your hollow bone. Like, wild horses just feels like freedom to me. That's what wild horses makes me think of, freedom, for some reason. And so I don't know how that connects. With wild horses running through your hollow bones. So that's why it makes me think of, like, having dreams that maybe you'll never be able to realize. We gotta do research for this one again. You know how I like figuring it out on my own, but also I know if I don't, we'll have all the comments and it'll annoy me. So I need to understand. I need to understand what's going on. Okay. I was on the right track with this record in general. We were talking about happiness. Shit. Okay. Val, you're not stupid. Sometimes I feel really stupid. It makes me feel stupid. It's like it triggers an unworthiness wound that I have when I do these reactions, and that's why I get so defensive. Like, I know I'm doing this, right? It triggers this wound where I feel stupid. And I know where that comes from because I was with, well, I mean, it comes earlier in childhood too, but there was a big, I've talked about it before, but I was in a relationship for 7 years. God, did I talk about this? I did. I talked about this in I Don't Smoke. I was in a kind of an emotionally, not kind of, an emotionally abusive relationship where I was told I was stupid every day just because I did things differently. We know now I did things differently because I'm autistic. I didn't know I was autistic. I just have a different brain. But the person I was with, would just make fun of me and call me stupid every day. As a joke. It wasn't a joke. When you do it every day and you make that person feel like shit, it's not a fuck you. It's not a joke. Anyways, where was I going with that? When I do these reactions, if I don't get something, because I feel like sometimes I'm pretty good with my takes and my interpretations off the bat. I feel like it's something I'm good at. And so if I listen to a song and I don't initially get it right away, it sends me into a spiral where I'm like, oh my God, I'm stupid. I'm just, it's like proving how stupid I am and how I can't understand anything and blah, blah, blah. Like, it sends me in this unworthiness cycle of feeling stupid and like proving anybody in my life that's called me stupid, proving them right, which is not. I'm not stupid by any means. I'm very intelligent in many ways. And I know that. I do know that. But I'm just, it's just one of those wounds that anyways, so this one was making me feel like I didn't know what was going on, but it makes sense now. And I was picking up on this. So not necessarily for this one, but when I was talking about happiness and just how uncomfortable happiness is with someone who hasn't really experienced it, and it feels so uncomfortable, that feels exactly what she's talking about here. Happiness fucks you, she says. Happiness is up, sadness is down, but one's almost more destructive than the other. When you realize you can't have one without the other, yes, it's possible to spend periods of happiness just waiting for that other wave. It says the skeleton of this song was written by Mitski when she was a teenager and is very explicitly compares the longing to be happy again to the addiction to hard drugs like cocaine and heroin. Okay. That's what I wasn't understanding. I wasn't understanding I knew it was a metaphor for something, for longing, for wanting something. I didn't quite understand. I didn't get happiness necessarily, but it all makes complete sense given what we've been talking about in this record. So that's amazing. I love it. And that makes so much more sense too, with wild horses running through your hollow bones. Okay, like I was almost there. I was getting there. I was getting there. It makes me feel better. But I'm glad I looked at this because it did confirm what I was already feeling about just general themes of this record. So that's pretty cool. Oh, and it sounds so good too. I love it. I think it is my favorite sonically right now. Anyway, I mean, these things change all the time, but it's just like it's so dark sounding in a beautiful way that I love that shit. So cool. Okay. Cool. Okay. I love it. Okay, that helps me a lot. I'm glad I sometimes I'm so rigid about not checking out Genius because I'm like, I want to figure it out on my own. Again, it's coming from that like that wound of feeling stupid and like wanting to figure everything out on my own with my own brain. It's like so annoying. Like it's okay. It's okay to be collaborative. We can still be an intelligent person and still collaborate with other people's ideas to help you get there. You know, Val, I'm talking to you. Anyways, we're figuring this shit out. Okay. Oh my god, we're almost done. It's not even a 2-minute song. No. Okay, here we go. A Burning Hill. Let's finish this shit off.
Today I will wear my white button down. I'm tired of wanting more. I think I'm finally worn. For you have a way of promising things, and I've been a forest fire. I am a forest fire, and I am the fire, and I am the forest, and I am a witness watching it. I stand in a valley watching it, and you're not there at all.
Okay, no, we're gonna stop. I gotta process that. I'm tired of wanting more. Oh, fuck, me too. I think I'm finally worn. Yeah, when you get to that that brink. And I bet you it's right before things actually started to really happen. I bet. It always is that. It's always, life works that way. I feel like it's like right when you're like on the brink of just giving up, that's when things finally start working out. Always. Like, why? Why do you have to bring me to the brink of fucking death? Universe, I'm looking at you. That's where all the beautiful lessons are. I know. I get it. Ugh, it's annoying. For you have a way of promising things, and I've been a forest fire. I am a forest fire, uncontrolled, chaos that really can't be controlled, that just consumes. Interesting. And I am the fire and I am the forest. And I am a witness watching it. Beautiful. I stand in the valley watching it. And you are not there at all. She's able to like take herself out and be the observer, which is beautiful. She knows that she's burning everything down around her. She knows that she's sabotaging everything, but she's able to take that higher perspective and be like, I know I'm being destructive, but also like, you're not there. You're not being any kind of help, or so you're promising things, but you're not actually there to help pull me out of this or to just be a support.
So today I will wear my white button down. I can at least be neat, walk out and be seen as clean, and I'll go to work and I'll go to sleep, and I'll love the littler things. I'll love some littler things.
So interesting. So today I will wear my white button down. I can at least be neat, walk out and be seen as clean. So while all this chaos is happening inside, I can kind of, I can still, I can just, I can at least be neat. I can walk out and be seen as clean. Not everyone needs to know what's going on inside. I'll go to work and I'll go to sleep and I'll love the littler things. I'm going to enjoy the small joys in life because I don't know if I'll ever get these dreams, this happiness that I've been looking for, that we've been talking about the whole fucking record. I don't know if I'll ever be able to reach that. But I can just fucking put on this white shirt and just, I don't know, do the things I'm supposed to do. Keep going and find the little things that make me happy. A song, going out with, a friend, like whatever. And I'll just get through. There's this beautiful acceptance. You could say that it's like a giving up, but I don't think it is. I think that's this beautiful, oh my God, it was this song that I needed to hear. I knew when I did this reaction that there was something in here. There was like a little bit of wisdom or knowledge that I needed to hear. I don't know. I have this intuition sometimes before I'm going to do a reaction. And I just knew there was something in here. Just something I knew I needed to hear today. I mean, it was on my schedule anyway, so that worked out perfectly. But if it wasn't, I would have done it anyway. I would have done it early because I knew. And that's it. Because I feel like right now, I'm very much still in the dark in my life. I still very much feel like if you were on my Lana Del Rey journey, I talked a lot about things in my personal life, feeling like I'm in the tunnel, like when we were listening to Tunnel. And things were I was very unsure. And there are still, even though I've made some of those transitions, things are still very in the tunnel right now for me in my life. There's a lot that I'm in the dark about, a lot that I haven't figured out, which is really scary because, coming up on 40 years old, like I'm turning 39 in 2 months, and who cares, really, honestly? What is the fucking number? But, I guess society cares. I don't care. But some people like to put, numbers on things and tell you you're this and you're that because you haven't reached this at this time, like all that bullshit, right? It's all bullshit. It is. I know it's all bullshit. But it still makes you feel like shit about yourself. And I have been really working on just kind of letting things go and surrendering and accepting where I am, knowing that things will get better. I will keep plugging away. I always do. I've got, I'm strong and I will prevail and things always work out for me. They always do. But it's hard to be in the dark and not know, not know how things will work out. The how, not knowing the how, but surrendering to the fact that it will. Anyway, so I feel like that. I feel like I'm a forest fire, and I do feel like a witness watching it sometimes. And I also don't have anyone there. But I do still get up, and I do still appreciate the little things. It's what I'm really good at, actually. Finding joy in these scary moments. But yeah, it's worth it. The freedom is worth it. I know that. Fuck. Anyway, so I need to hear that. I have no idea if anything I just said made any sense at all, but I needed to clearly talk about that. Wow. That was a beautiful record. Holy shit. I have no idea what I just listened to. Like, it's all really melding together, but that was a beautiful experience, and I can't wait to listen to that again. That was a lot, really heavy, but like beautiful. The poetry, oh my god, the writing was so good in that. God, I don't even, like I said, I don't even remember anything. Really. Happy was really got my brain going, and I guess like got right into the record in that way. I really love Your Best American Girl too. That one was, wow. Stunning Thursday Girl was just like so dark, and it was a lot, really heavy. And Crack Baby sonically, like I said, was so cool. And now that I am able to kind of see where we're coming from with that metaphor, I know I'm just gonna love it more and more as well. But yeah, and Burning Hill, I needed to hear that. I need to hear that today. So thank you, Mitski. I needed that. Okay, wow. I don't know what else to say. Like I said, they're all kind of like, I don't know, they're all kind of melding together. So I'm sorry I don't have a better I don't know, I never do. I never do. It happens every time. So it is what it is. Anyways, let me know down below. I would love to, because we're gonna do, I don't know how many music videos we got, but whatever music videos we got, and then if there's some like critical interviews that we need to do, link them down below for me, because we'll do it probably in the same video as the music videos, unless we've got a bunch of music videos that I do it on its own. But if there's like, only 2 or 3 or something like that, then we'll tack on some interviews as well, and then we'll do the live stuff in its separate video. So for now, let's link any interviews this week, because I'll ask for the links for the lives later. But for now, let's just do, if there are any critical interviews that I need to do so that I can get to know Mitski more and just learn more about some of these songs, I would love that. Let me know. Let me know your favorite, and link them there for me. I would love that. Thank you so much. Okay. What a great experience, guys. Thank you. Thank you so much for being on this journey and just let me just be me. I really appreciate it. I love you. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and week. And I'll see you for the next video. Bye.